Hello from the Daily Dad. There's a new kid on the block. Here, we're in the Twinbrook area of Rockville, and this is a full-fledged Vietnamese restaurant. Yes, I'm sure you've heard of pho, which is a staple of Vietnamese cuisine, and there are a ton of pho places in this area. However, pho and therefore pho eateries are all pretty similar, but there are really not many full-scale Vietnamese restaurants in this area, so that's where we're heading today. And that means that you get to come along for the ride, too. I'm curious and you're curious. Let's check out Hello Vietnam on this episode of The Daily Dad. On this first visit, I am here with one of my daily best friends. No picture of him, but he and I, Golly gee willikers, we were college roommates back at the University of Maryland College Park way back in the late 1990s. He ordered something from the bun section. In Vietnamese, bun refers to white, round rice vermicelli noodles. This is the N1 featuring lemongrass chicken as the protein, and it comes with this tangy dipping sauce. It's a pretty good portion. I did taste the chicken and I liked it. He enjoyed it, no complaints. If you like grilled chicken, you'll certainly be okay with this. It's a competent example of Vietnamese cuisine, both filling and comforting. I went with something a bit fancier. This is the tilapia in stone pot. I think it was one of the specials of the evening. Now, I do like the presentation. I like how it sizzles. It's definitely got eye appeal. I'm not sure if I like the color. Tilapia, of course, is a white fish, so the cooking or preparation process has somehow changed the color. Consequently, the natural flavor of the fish has been taken over by the flavors of the sauce. And I have to admit that I found this final product to also be a bit too salty. Vietnamese food is generally not characterized by salt as one of its prolific spices, so we've kind of left the shire on this one. Also, the portion is kind of small for the price point. It's barely enough for a growing boy, and I have to admit that I was still hungry after the meal, so I think it's back to the drawing board with this one. Sorry, not sorry. In any case, this place has potential, and I'm pretty excited about trying a few other dishes on the menu. So, on the second visit, I ordered this, bún chả Hanoi. This dish kind of looks like a soup noodle dish, but it's not. It's really a decent portion of pork inside a bowl that's filled with some of that really yummy sauce. You know, let's talk about this sauce for a sec. This is the quintessential Vietnamese dipping sauce, ngoc cham. It's a blend of salty, sweet, sour, and spicy flavors. Recipes do vary slightly from here and there, but the main ingredients are usually fish sauce, some sugar to give it some sweetness, lime or lemon juice to give it some tang, a little bit of water to dilute all of that power, and maybe some garlic and chili peppers to give it a little kick. Apparently, whatever you dip into this sauce becomes levels better. The sauce itself ignites all the parts of your tongue thanks to the bevy of different spices and flavors. Your tongue will certainly wake up. So far so good, and now we are back for a third time. Tonight, the weather is rainy and cool. Normally, it's a night for pho, but that's so common. Instead, we're going to throw caution to the wind and order this. It's Bun Bo Hue, and this is pho's more aggressive cousin. Whereas pho is delicate, this one is the starting running back and ready to run you over in a good way. I have to caution you though, the cilantro, the spiciness, the ingredients within, it may be something that Westerners won't really be accustomed to eating. Trotters, anyone? By the way, trotters is a term that marketing nerds invented for pigs' hooves. And as you might imagine, it's gamey, it's a bit hard to chew, admittedly not my favorite cut of pork, but it's pretty authentic to Asian cuisine. And the soup broth is much denser, more robust, richer, more earthy. It has a great umami flavor. But do you know why? It's because they add duck blood. Hey, marketing nerds, have you got a new word for this? Sounds yucky, but actually, the soup is pretty amazing. For this dish, there are some yellow flags though. First, the vermicelli noodles are too slippery and glassy, and I'd have preferred a different noodle that felt more substantive in your mouth and that could do a better job of absorbing the flavors of the yummy broth. These noodles are so slippery that it's a hot mess trying to eat this without splashing. And if you splash this broth onto your clothing, that stain may never come out. Still, very much worth the risk, but come wear something you probably don't care too much about. Overall, I was satisfied, and this is a perfectly good place to grab a tasty meal in an unpretentious setting. It's not necessarily the cheap eat that other nearby Asian eateries are, but it's distinctive enough to help it make a mark on the local foodie scene. So, please say hello to Hello Vietnam. There is so much more to Vietnamese cuisine than just pho, and this place does a great job introducing you to those other Vietnamese cuisine staples, all yummy and all worth trying. See you there. Hey, this is the Daily Dad reminding you to try new things and to be happy.